You may have heard the saying that having money isn't everything, but not having it is. Actually, that was Kanye West who said that. And although I don't think you should take your financial advice from rappers, there is a bit of truth to that statement. So today I thought it'd be a good idea to have a little bit of a conversation about money and how we can use it responsibly and ultimately for our good. Sound interesting? Let's go. Hi everyone, what is going on? Welcome back or to my channel. If this is your first time here, what is up? My name is Rebecca VJ. I am a first year college student. Today I'm going to come at y'all with some of my personal tips and things that I live by when it comes to money and just some helpful finance tips, personal finance tips for y'all. Hopefully you guys find this valuable and can get something from this video. So on my computer I just wrote down a bunch of different of my tips and things that I think about money, and I'm just gonna stop talking for this intro and we're gonna get straight into the video. I hope you guys like it. If you do, thumbs up, subscribe. Alright, let's go. Personal Finance and Money 101 with Rebecca VJ. Welcome. Let's do the thing. Okay, first tip that I have is to keep track of your money. Now this might seem like a no-brainer, and that's because it is and it should be. If you're not doing this already, I don't know what to say to you except maybe you're screwed. Just kidding, you still have hope. Start doing this. Basically, you need to keep track of what you're spending. Even if you're not bringing in income right now, if you are a student or you don't have a job, whatever that may be, you still need to keep track of what you're spending. You can definitely do it by pen and paper, that totally works. But thanks to technology and this modern era that we live in, we have something called apps, and they are super helpful. The top two that I would recommend for you are Wally and Mint. By the way, this is not sponsored. These are just two apps that I personally either have used or I know people who have used them and it's been working out really well for them. So therefore I would definitely recommend these two to you. Both of them are pretty much the same idea. They're money management, cash tracking apps. But basically what these apps can do is really just help you to stay organized and see where all the money is going and how you're spending. Sometimes we spend more money than we actually realize on things that we're just why am I even spending money on these things? So if that's the case, apps like these can definitely help you to become more aware of that and then focus on trying to fix your spending habits or whatever that might be. Keeping a budget is also super important. I know this is so humdrum, everyone says this whatever Rebecca, keeping a budget, blah blah blah, shut up. Keeping a budget is so crucial to stay financially aware of what's going on with your money and everything. You see where the money is going, have a visual representation of what's happening with your money, and that can really help you to be smart with your money decisions. I recommend just using an Excel spreadsheet because I feel it's the easiest way. Once you realize how much you're bringing in, how much you're spending, then you're really going to understand what you need to stop doing and what you need to start doing. And that, my friends, is the first step to financial success. Number 3, save and cut out the unnecessary expenses. This is something that I need to work on constantly, and I think it's something that we all can work on. So as I said, I'm a first year college student. I do live residentially, so pretty much I don't need to spend anything other than the thousands of dollars that I'm already paying for my college. But basically, I would go to coffee shops with my friends a lot because I'm a big coffee shop gal. I love the ambiance, but I do not love the drainage of money that it also brings, because every time you go to a coffee shop, you're I'm just gonna buy a little latte. Before you know it, it adds up. Before you know it, you're broke.
Oh, well, congratulations. You're poor. I am so sorry. Money really changes.
I made a lot of mistakes this past first semester, in so many areas. So hopefully this upcoming semester, I'm going to work on a lot of those areas, and one of those is definitely spending, because I spent way too much money on random unnecessary things, and we don't do that. We save. Social spending and peer pressure can often just kind of force you into feeling like you need to spend money when you're out with your friends and everyone's buying Starbucks or something. You're just oh, I really should just spend $5 and get that coffee because why not? And obviously sometimes you definitely should just treat yourself. If you buy a latte, you're not gonna go broke. There is that, but at the same time you also need to be careful of what you're spending. So one tip that I have is if you're just going out with your friends for a relaxing day, just hanging out, going shopping or something, you're I definitely cannot spend money. I can't do this in my budget. I don't have the money for that. So leave your card at home. That way you're not tempted to spend the money. You literally can't because you don't have the means to do it. Carry just $5 to $10 with you in cash, just so you have something. And I think it's just let your friends know that you are trying to save money, instead of just letting the situation be super awkward and you're feeling kind of forced into something that you don't really want to do, or spending money where you don't really want to spend money. Just tell your friends, hey, I'm trying to save money because your girl broke, and I just want to let y'all know that, and it's not a thing personal. I would love to, but I just can't today. One of the biggest things when it comes to money is just knowing what your goals are ultimately, because I feel to achieve financial independence, you really just need to understand what your goals are, and in order to do that, write your goals out, write them on a piece of paper, where you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years. Just what are your goals financially for yourself? Being debt free? Do you want to own a home? Do you want to own a car? you want to start a family one day, are you gonna get married? There's so many like different expenses that will come later on in life, and if you start thinking about those and just like setting aside money and start saving for those right now, it's gonna benefit you a lot in the future. Another big thing that you should save for is your retirement fund. Especially, this is something that I feel like a lot of 18-year-olds aren't gonna think about, but you probably should, because saving and investing is one of the biggest concepts that can really help you later in life to achieve more financial independence and not be stressed about money when you're older. Another great way to kind of figure out what your goals are for yourself and keep yourself accountable and motivated is to use Pinterest if you're a girl, which if you're a guy, maybe you use Pinterest too. I don't know. I just know a lot of girls use Pinterest. So creating mood boards or just like vision boards for yourself of what you want to achieve in your life. Maybe you want to go on a trip to Greece, or like whatever your goals are for you in life, or maybe just like travel the world. Ask yourself, what do you really want to achieve? What does being debt-free look like to you? What does financial independence look like to you? And then go after that. Just be honest, like money isn't life, but it can determine how you do live your life. And so the only way to really have that like ability to make decisions for yourself financially is to start saving and understanding what you really want. So when it comes to saving, there are a couple things that you should keep in mind as you start saving your money. The first thing is, before you start investing and putting your money to work for you and stuff, you need to make sure that you save an emergency fund. Typically this is like 3 to 6 months of your income. If you had nothing and everything poof, you would be fine for those 6 months or year, like whatever your rainy day fund is. And this is kind of speaking to more post-grads and just like working and doing your thing. Your career is not always stable. There are things like career breaks that can happen later on in life. Make sure that you have a substantial amount of money saved. As soon as you are able to, I would highly recommend starting to invest, because that's how you can really like exponentially grow your wealth. Because once you are earning a substantial amount of income and you are saving and you have your emergency fund set aside, the next thing is to really start investing. There's a lot of ways you can do this. So for most people just starting out, investing in a broad low-cost index fund is probably the best way to just start off. Apps like Robinhood and Webull really make that simplified and easier for a lot of us. But investing consistently and investing over a long period of time is what can really build you your long-term wealth and help you to maybe retire early one day. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset and you ever have the dream that you might want to start a business, starting your business at 18 and failing is a lot better than starting your business at 35 and failing. Honestly, get started as soon as possible, invest, and gain a solid financial education as early as possible. I've done this for the most part just through YouTube videos. I'll link some of my favorite finance YouTubers down below if you want to check them out. I did a little bit of research on this, and according to Ellevest, which is a unique robo-investing platform designed especially for women to solve the disparity in the gender investing gap, they said that especially since historically the stock market has provided a superior return compared to keeping money in cash over time, investments provide the opportunity for compounding returns over time, which means that every day you wait, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to earn those returns. In fact, we calculate that you could be missing out on around $100 a day. Time is rarely on your side, but by starting young, I think there is a lot more of an advantage that we have. According to another article that I found, say at the end of your summer job you have $1,000. You invest at a return of 5% and you don't contribute another cent for 50 years. But at the end of those 50 years, you will have $11,467.49 from that original $1,000. That just is a great example of how investing can really benefit you over the long run and why it's so important to honestly just get started young. So just to recap, by keeping a budget and keeping track of your money, whether that be through an app or an Excel spreadsheet, you can determine if you're spending money on things that really don't matter. And when you start analyzing your spending and taking a good hard look at what you're actually spending your money on, you will be able to reduce your spending without really missing anything. And just by doing that, you can start saving like 10% of your income, just like that. Make sure you have a rainy day fund in case of an emergency, because life can throw you curveballs sometimes. And start investing as soon as you can, because that is ultimately what I believe is the key to long-term wealth. So that was a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I honestly really was not sure how I wanted to really film this video, how I wanted to really organize it. I just wrote down a bunch of my thoughts and told them to you. So I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, let me know down below. Let's talk about personal finance and money. What is your opinion on these things and how do you view your finances? Let me know down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching to this point. I appreciate you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. It would really help your girl out, and I don't think I have anything else to say. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.